レクイエム
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Show back with another video. Now today I'm talking about this new JoJo Bizarre Adventure game. JoJo All-Star Battle R releases this fall in 2022. Now this is actually kind of crazy for me because I don't know if you guys know, now a lot of people don't know that JoJo already had a game and it honestly looks exactly like this game. I'm assuming that this one will be like the sequel, I guess. They have already announced more characters than the last game. The last game had like characters from the, it was like a PS3 game that was made into a PS4 game with all the different content. I made a couple of videos on JoJo Eyes of Heaven, which is the gameplay you're seeing, now. And if I'm to be honest, I think it's a fantastic game. I really like it. It's just that, really nobody knows about it apparently because you don't really see many people talking about it. Now this particular game, the All-Star R, this looks exactly like the same, at least the same format, same like art style as that game in particular. But assuming that it's going to be on the newer consoles, I'm assuming it might have like a frame rate increase and things of that nature. But I'm actually the most exciting part of this whole transition to this new game is that we'll now be able to have it on Switch, and I think that's a really big thing. Switch is obviously a very important console. I feel like most of the people in the world who are gamers in the game, they have a Switch. They might have a main system, and then the Switch is always something they will always have like to complement the main system. Just simply because of how mobile and how combo it is. It can be mobile. You can play it, in your bed. You can play it whenever. You can play it on TV if you feel like it. But I'm actually really glad this one comes out on Switch. I felt like the other one needed to come out on Switch because it definitely seemed like a game that the Switch could handle. And the original game is such a wacky, fun adventure. I didn't want to say bizarre right there, but yeah, it's such a crazy, bizarre adventure. It has its own unique story mode and stuff. And honestly, the game was really good. If you're a JoJo fan, you should definitely try picking that one up first. If you're just now realizing that there's a game that's already been out that looks the same as the new game. Like I said, I'm not necessarily mad at it. I'm really just gonna try to see what they've improved on. I already seen that they've added more characters than the previous entry. And I know what you might be thinking. The original JoJo game is probably cut off some characters from like JoJo because it's an older game. But no, they've actually take those characters from the manga, which is something I've really never seen in any other fighting game, where you've taken characters from the manga and actually made them actual characters. You gave them colors, shaded them in, like even before the anime was out. I believe this game was released before, like maybe even before part 4. And maybe during part 4, but basically they have characters in there that they aren't even animated yet. Characters from Steel Ball Run, characters from the part after Steel Ball Run, I think it's part 8 or 9, I can't remember, but JoJolian. Then they got parts from, they got like even the new Netflix series of JoJo, the new one with Jolene. They have her in the game. And they all have like dynamic character lines where a character might see like Jolene might see her dad and she might speak familiar with Jotaro. I get them all mixed up. It's a lot of JoJo's. I do think this can be a fantastic game. Like I said, I really love playing the other one, the Stands versus the Hamon Power. It's interesting. It's an interesting concept, and I felt like they really nailed it out the park with the first game. The first game does have its own issues as far as like it's a little kinks in the fighting system. I don't really consider it to be really competitive, but it is a really fun fighter to fight and play with your friends. But honestly, I'm really looking towards this new one to really be bringing something different to the table. They've even updated the voice actors, so the characters of like Joseph and stuff have the new voice actors. It's actually crazy the amount of detail that be in these types of games, And now with actual part 5 and 6 releasing, we're really interested to see what they're going to do with this game. There's actually going to be DLC characters, which is going to be crazy because they've already added, I believe, six or 7 more characters from Eyes of Heaven, like more than Eyes of Heaven. And then they're going to add DLC characters on top of that, which is so interesting because I don't even know what they could add. They had so many characters in the original game. Like, they had basically every main JoJo and every main JoJo's best friend, and then like the guy who's in like the third spot. So I always thought it was interesting. With that being said, guys, are you hyped for this new JoJo game? Me in particular, I'm not necessarily hyped. I'm very interested to see more about it and to just, you know, kind of play it and see what it really, how it really differs, how it feels different from a game that might have been released on the PS3. So thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next.
King of Crimson!